The Strait of Hormuz is officially under a blockade on a blockade. President Trump has just pulled the ultimate power move, turning the world's most critical oil passage into a total no-go zone. The order is simple and absolute. Any ship entering or leaving the Strait of Hormuz will be blocked. This turns the world's most critical oil passage into a one-way street that's officially closed for business. The U.S. Navy has deployed a massive wall of steel with aircraft carriers and destroyers patrolling the mouth of the Persian Gulf. Trump says this isn't just about security. It's about a total economic freeze until a new agreement is reached. But this move has the world on edge. If no ships can leave, Iran's oil revenue hits zero instantly. But global fuel prices could skyrocket in hours. Critics say this is a declaration of war, but the president calls it the only way to secure peace. In this high-stakes standoff, the U.S. has just slammed the door shut. The question is, who will be the first to try and push it open? The Strait of Hormuz
threat in response to the U.S. naval blockade, saying, if the security of the ports of the Islamic Republic of Iran in the waters of the Persian Gulf and the Sea of Oman is threatened, no port in the Persian Gulf or the Sea of Oman will remain safe. This is breaking news. Iran just issued this threat in response to the U.S. naval blockade, saying, if the security of the ports of the Islamic Republic of Iran in the waters of the Persian Gulf and the Sea of Oman is threatened, no port in the Persian Gulf or the Sea of Oman will remain safe. This is
China said, you're not stopping my freight from coming through the Strait of Hormuz. And then Russia also said they're going to escort their oil through that strait as well. And the other countries said they're not helping 47 with its blockade. So all that means is if he decides to force those countries to impose his will on the strait, that's World War III. Because imagine the United States blowing up a Russian or a Chinese oil liner. Those are world powers. They're not third world countries. So we'll see what happens. I'm out.
All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. This lesson is entitled, The Third Woe Cometh Quickly. The third woe cometh quickly. All right. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 12. Ezekiel chapter 12 and 27. Son of man, behold, Salakia. Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesies of the times that are far off. Therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord power. So the Lord is bringing forth the tokens, all right? The prophecies are coming upon the earth, back to back. All right. Now the world is beginning to notice. All right. And they're kind of understanding that the Bible is a true book. Okay. And if they don't, they will, because the Lord is going to continue to maximize these, speed up these prophecies. Okay.
goes to China. Did you know that 80% of the oil that goes through Strait of Hormuz goes to China? Did you also know that a large percentage of Russian drones go through that strait to get to Russia for their war? China has an agreement with Iran. So does Russia. This is looking more and more like the beginning of a world war. And I don't care what anybody says. Go back and just look at history. World War I. This is how things got going. You start dragging other countries into it and affecting them. And I don't know what greater way you can affect China, really, or Russia in the middle of their war, than to do what he is doing. China also has a destroyer right there. I believe it's somewhere Gulf of Oman or off the coast. They also have other ships there. So you're telling me we're going to stop ships that are flying the China flag, that are on the way to get their oil, and we're going to stop Russian ships who are taking drones to Russia? This is suicide. And I don't think people are looking too much into the picture that he put out this morning and stuff. I don't think we're really understanding how serious this is. Did you know that 80%?
And that's right. Okay. The third woe cometh quickly. All right. So you see what's unfolding here. All right. World war. All right. The Lord is gathering the nations just like he said he would. Okay. Salakia. Let me plug this phone in. I'm losing power. But anyway, yeah. You can see that the Lord is gathering these nations. All right. He is surely gathering these nations together. All right. And quickly. All right. Now we got a situation, just like he said, where they formed this blockade when they already had the Straits of Hormuz under control. All right. The Iranians did already. They already had it under control. So now there's like a stalemate. Okay. So this cannot do nothing but cause further escalation. All right. And it could lead to World War III, because then you're talking about you're fooling around with China's business. All right. So let's read Revelation chapter 8 and verse 13. Revelation 8 and 13, and it reads, "And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, by the reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to sound." Revelation 9 and 12, "One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter, World War I and World War II. Then Revelation 11 and 14, the featured scripture, "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly." So you see how fast, all right, is coming, all right? Whereas you can have the greatest powers head to head against each other, okay? Russia and China against America, okay? So let me read it. Let me see if I have another scripture here for you, all right? So the Lord is bringing these nations together against Babylon, the great America, because it's his will to destroy it, okay? Jeremiah 51 All right. And verses, let's go to Jeremiah 50 and 23. We go to Jeremiah 50 and 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? See, this is prophesied to happen. Okay. World war and global destruction. All right. Okay. And the only one that's going to survive is the Israelites. The Israelites are going to come out of this thing. Okay. There's not going to be no Russia. Russia's not going to stand up in America's place, or China or Japan. It'll be the Israelites that's going to stand up. Okay. Jeremiah 50 and 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee. Okay. See that? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. The Lord has opened his armory and has brought forth the weapons of his indignation. And that's these other nations. Okay, Russia and China, they have better weapons. All these weapons are the Lord's weapons, because he put the spirit on these men to create these weapons. For this is the work of the Lord, power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Okay, and that would be America, Babylon the Great. All right. Come against her from the uttermost part, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. Slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation. The voice of them that flee and escape of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord, our power, the vengeance of his temple. Okay? So it's the vengeance of the Lord's temple. The Lord is going to allow these other nations to destroy America, Babylon the Great. All right? As prophesied. All right? It's one of my favorite scriptures. I like to read here to let you know the magnitude of the day of the Lord. Isaiah 13 and 6. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Okay? So these global powers are going to go at it. And that's how the Lord is going to get vengeance. All right? Because all the nations are going to give up their authority to Yahushua. 144,000. 1/3 of all of Israel. Okay? And that'll be the Israelites, the Negroes, Native Americans, Hispanics, those of the seed line of Jacob. All right. Okay. Those that may look like the heathen, but go back to the Israelites also. Okay. So let me see if I got another one. But anyway, it's approaching quickly as well. Okay. Let me read second Esdras. Second Esdras chapter 5, verse 1. Second Esdras 5 and 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, the prophecies, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number. Okay, that's already happened. That has happened and is going to continue to happen. Okay, they're taking the northern kingdom. All right, Jacob's trouble is here, and they're rounding up a lot of these northern kingdom tribe Israelites and putting them in camps, and they have plans to put the southern kingdom in in camps as well. That you can find that at Rex 84, King Alfred Plan. Okay, all right, and we had a great number that were taken with the Pestilence 19. Okay, so nevertheless, it's coming to tokens. Second Esdras 5:1. Nevertheless, it's coming to tokens, the prophecies. Behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And this is the point, verse 3. And the land that thou seest now to have root shall thou see wasted suddenly. All right. So the involvement of Russia and China could cause this to happen, because all these prophecies that are in the Bible are going to come to pass. Okay. All right. All right. So I thought I would bring that out. All right. Let me see if I can read one more. All right. So the Lord is calling for the nations to go to war. Okay. That's at Joel 3 verses 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say I am strong, assemble yourselves, and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord, let the heathen be wakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So that's where the judgment is going to be for these all nations. Okay, all right. And this is the vengeance of the Lord. This is how the Lord is going to get vengeance. All right, all the way back to the death of Yahushai and the apostles. All right, all of them. Okay, because we know that the Edomites were the ones who put him to death. Okay. All right. And it says in the scriptures that they will be, the descendants will be alive when he returned. So all of this is being set up. The Lord is bringing judgment upon the ruling class people, which is the Edomites. All right. Right now. Okay. The Roman Empire, another Egypt, where they have it in bondage the children of Israel. All right. So I thought I would just bring Salakia would bring that out. Okay. See if I got another video here. Oh, I think that's it. Yep, that's about it. Okay, so I like to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rekakwadash. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. And Shalom to the believers around the world, including the Akwaf, the women, all right, as well as the men. Shalom.